This is an example of for loop that we have in our previous example, and we will convert this one into a method with parameters. So as the problem goes, as that this program, this Java code will display or prints the multiplication table of the given number. So this is now our value num, and it will display now the multiplication table of num, so whatever be the value of our num. So to convert this one into a method, so all of these value will be in a method. So we can have as this code. So we'll just cut it out immediately, and then let's place it with a method name, and the main name of our method is public static void because we don't display, or we don't return a value. Display because it will just result, or it will just simply display the value of what the method is doing. So it will display num, so it will require the value of num, which will be given from the user, or it could be an input from the user, or it could be from the main method, and we will pass it to the method with the parameter. So we have here num, let's say num x, and this is the given value of the user, and then we call display, and we will pass the value of that num. So let's say this is now int num, and that's the only value of or let's say, for example, the value of your I will also be dependent to the value given by the user. So it will not necessarily start with 1. So that's also possible. So but for this example, let's just settle to the value of num. Like we will get the value of num from that of the user. So we have now num, and this one will just simply display the value of num depending on the value of num from the main. So here we call display, it's an error, and we are going to pass the a value to process num. Now let's say we will pass on num x. So the value of num x is 10, and we will pass 10 to that of the parameter of display and perform display method. So this is our main method, and the main method that we have is our string args, the main method, and the main method will call now display and pass the value num x, which will be accepted by num as the parameter of display. So let us run the program. There you have the output of our code. Restore. There you have now the output of our code. So as you can see, 10 times, because 10 is the value of our num. There you have now num, and it processed now from 1 to 10. So that's why we have here 1 to 10. So the same output, yet the way it was constructed is the one we have a while ago is using the for loop, and this one is using method with parameter, and the parameter that we have is one parameter, and that is an int, and we did not return a value. That's why we have just used void, because we did not return a value. We just simply process what's inside display and immediately display the output.